birds, read.
So will the Most High, Mashiach, power of hosts, defend Jerusalem.
That's why he's going to come as birds flying to defend the children of Israel, 1/3 of the children of Israel, read.
Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it.
That's right. Hear that? That's our defense. But if you ain't really tied into the Most High, doing works to be worthy to be part of this, when he passed over to preserve you, then it's not talking about you. So we got to do this work, man. We got to be having something that's in the books, right?
Con.
Go to Isaiah 30 and 27.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 27. Behold, the name of the Most High cometh from far.
That's right. All the way from the fourth dimension. The name of the Most High coming from far, read.
Burning with his anger.
Doing what?
Burning with his anger.
Burning with his anger, read.
And the burden thereof is heavy.
The burden thereof is heavy, read.
His lips are full of indignation.
And his lips are full of what?
Indignation.
Indignation, read.
And his tongue as a devouring fire.
And his tongue as a devouring fire. Woo! Hold that. Let's go to second Ezra in the Apocrypha verse, chapter 13. Yeah. About this devouring fire in his mouth. Let's read, because all these nations are going to get together. You can read it for yourself. All these nations are going to get together to fight Mashiach Yahushai. So let's read what it says in start at verse 8.
Second Ezra chapter 13, verse 8.
Right.
And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him.
All these nations will get together to subdue Mashiach Yahushua. That's why I say, remember he said, call down thy mighty ones. You know, the angel gonna come down. He told all the nations to assemble themselves, all the heathen come together and assemble themselves in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Read.
Were sore afraid.
They're gonna be so afraid. These nations gonna be so afraid when they see the power of Mashiach Yahushua coming back with 200 million angels. What they gonna do?
And yet durst fight.
Yet they gonna fight. Read.
And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude.
As he saw the violence of these multitude of nations coming together to fight him, read. That's why they got their space station up in the sky. Read.
That came. He neither lifted up his hand.
He never lifted up hand, read.
Nor held sword.
Nor held a sword, read.
Nor any instrument of war.
Nor any instrument of war. But what did he bring out?
But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth.
He sent out of where?
His mouth.
He sent out of his mouth, read.
As it had been a blast of fire.
Yeah, he sent out of his mouth a blast of fire. What else?
And out of his lips.
And out of his lips came what?
A flaming breath.
A flaming breath, read.
Out of his tongue.
Out of his tongue, read.
He cast out sparks and tempests.
Cast out sparks and tempests. Come on.
And they were all mixed together.
All mixed together. What was mixed together?
The blast of fire.
The blast of fire, read.
The flaming breath.
The flaming breath, read.
And the great tempest.
And the great tempest. Fire. Over 1 million degrees, read.
And fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight.
That's right, fell with violence upon the multitude of the armies, navies, marines, and air force that was prepared to fight Mashiach Yahushua, read.
And burned them.
What he gonna do?
Burned them.
He burned them, read.
Up. Everyone.
Burned them up. How many?
Everyone.
Surely he saved someone, because he's all love, right?
Everyone.
He said he burned them up. Everyone, read.
So that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and the smell of smoke.
There it is. Only dust and the smell of smoke. So let's go back to Isaiah 30 and 27.
Isaiah chapter 30, verse 27. Behold, the Most High, behold, the name of the Most High cometh from far.
That's right. The name of the Most High coming from far, from the fourth dimension, read.
Burning with his anger.
Burning with his anger. Mashiach Yahushua is coming, burning with his anger, the anger of the Most High, indignation and wrath, read.
And the burden thereof is heavy.
And the burden thereof is heavy, read.
His lips are full of indignation.
We just read about what his lips gonna bring forth. Read.
And his tongue as a devouring fire.
His tongue as a devouring fire. It all goes together. You know, people talking about this don't go. This all goes together. Read.
And his breath.
His breath, read.
As an overflowing stream.
As an overflowing stream of wrath. Read.
Shall reach to the midst of the neck.
Reach to the midst of the neck. Read.
To sift the nations with the sieve of vanity.
And they're going to sift the nation with the sieve of vanity, because what he's telling you is the nation's gods are null and void. They deal with idolatry, vanity, worthless. Read.
And there shall be a bridle in the jaws of the people, causing them to err.
So you know, we already know the future. So he's going to put a bridle in the jaws of the people to what? Cause them to err. He going to make them err. There's no way you can stop this. He said he going to make them err, regardless if they want to be on point or not. Read.
Ye shall have a song as in the night when a holy solemnity is kept, and gladness of heart, as when one goeth with a pipe to come into the mountain of the Most High, to the mighty one of Israel.
That's right. We're going to be glad. They're going to be crying and having the sorrow that he said we going to have when we meet him. It's all for us. You know? Read.
And the Most High shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, and shall show the lighting down of his arm with the indignation of his anger.
Right, so he's going to cause his voice to be heard. Now we know it says thunder is his voice. How loud is this thunder going to be roaring? You know? Saying, speaking, you know, because sometimes, you know, that thunder could be so loud you just get quiet. You know, sit still. You don't want to do nothing. But it's just going to be worse than you ever heard. But he said you're going to glorious voice to be heard. You're going to cause his glorious voice to be heard. It says, and shall show the lighting down of his arm, Mashiach Yahushua, with the indignation of his anger. He bringing forth this anger, read.
And with the flame of a devouring fire.
With the flame of devouring fire, people. It's going to be destroying. Read.
With scattering and tempest and hailstones.
Hear that? With scattering and tempest and hailstones. Sound like a lot of destruction to me. A lot of disasters to me. Doesn't it? That's it. Come on.
For through the voice of the Most High Mashiach shall the Syrian be beaten down, which smote with a rod.
And then you know, if Syria has had the 10 tribes in captivity, they're going to be beaten down. Come on.
And in every place where the grounded staff shall pass, which the Most High shall lay upon him, it shall be with temperance and harps, and in battles of shaking will he fight with it.
That's right. A lot of times we have the musicians go in front of us, in front of the armies, playing the music. This music, you ain't got to worry about them being taken out.
All right.
You know? Read.
For Tophet is ordained of old.
That's all I want on that. Give me Revelation 18 and 8. Read verse 4 first.
Revelation
18 and 4.
Chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my
So the
people.
Most High wants us to come out of the ways of America, the things that you accept, you know, the mindset that you have being born in America, being Edomanized, as the Spirit has given me to speak on. Because they set up the curriculum that you learn, and they set up the mindset of our parents that taught us what they taught us best they could, you know, but not as concerning the truth. They didn't know the truth, else you know that you was an Israelite. You would know the laws, statutes, commandments. That's what's supposed to have been taught to us from birth. Even inside the womb, you're supposed to be hearing these laws, statutes, commandments. You know, and there's an effect that I see with babies that was in the womb hearing this, and now they hear, and you can see the effect that it has on them. You know, because they the closest thing coming from the Most High. The Spirit came, you know, through a man to a woman, from the Most High. You know, but we didn't get a chance to do that. So now it's about coming out of the ways of America, how you think, how you act, becoming a better person in the eyes of the Most High. And when you follow His laws, statutes, commandments, then you're gonna be all right. At least you could have an opportunity to be chosen of the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel that the Most High gonna redeem, the remnant, the election, read.
That ye be not partakers of her sins.
You're supposed to be partakers of her sins. Like right now, people don't even know they sinning.
Right.
The things that they doing today. Read.
And that ye receive not of her plagues.
Receive not of her plagues. As the eyes of the Most High is upon this sinful kid, he's going to destroy it from out the face of the earth. He's going to say 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel tells us in Amos 9 and 8. He say all the sinners of the Most High's people going to die. That say sin is not going to prevail over them. Yeah, you're going to find out. Since you're taught you're not under the law, you're going to find out you're not being under the law and say you're under mercy and grace. And mercy and grace only given to the children of Israel, that he's going to deal with you. Read.
For her sins have reached unto heaven.
Her sins have reached unto heaven. Read.
And the Most High hath remembered her iniquity.
Right, the Most High remembered her iniquity. That's why he sent on Mashiach Yahushua to bring his judgment on this earth. Read.
Reward her, even as she rewarded you.
So she's going to be rewarded just like she rewarded us. That's what it said. Reward her even as she rewarded us. With slavery, captivity, and bondage. And all the things that was contrary to being righteous to their brother and their sister. Our fraternal twin brother and sister. Read.
And double unto her, double according to her work.
Right. So she going to get double because we got double. She going to get double. That's only fair. Read.
In the cup which she hath filled, fill her double.
Right. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. For all the things she done, you're going to get double. Come on.
How much she had glorified herself.
Yeah, how much she have glorified herself, Read.
And lived deliciously.
Lived deliciously. Living lives. That they got the rich and the famous everywhere. You know what I mean? They're all over the world living lives. Read.
So much torment.
I mean, think about it. If we work for over 400 years for free, how much money did they receive for that? That's why the northern Edomites was jealous of the southern. But they had to work. They come down there and see how they was living. Come on down. Come down there, you can enjoy yourself. You ain't got to spend no money. You got all of us working in the fields, you know, supplying all the cotton for all the world. How much money did they make? You know, we built everything. So, I mean, we have the technology. We have the minds to do all these things because you invent things because of a necessity.
Making clothes.
Yeah. Making everything. You know, they ain't do nothing. That's why they don't know how to do nothing now. But do it, like you say, what it say? How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, Read.
So much torment and sorrow give her.
So much torment and sorrow we gonna give to them, Read.
For she said in her heart.
What she said in her heart, Read.
I sit a queen.
I sit a queen, Read.
And am no widow.
Ain't gonna be no widow, Read.
And shall see no sorrow.
And shall see no sorrow. Ain't say they ain't gonna see no sorrow, Read.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
The plagues gonna come in one day. What's gonna come?
Death.
Death gonna come to her.
And mourning.
And mourning, Read.
And famine.
And famine, food shortages, Read.
And she shall be utterly burnt with fire.
She gonna be what?
Utterly burnt with fire.
Utterly burnt with fire. America gonna be destroyed. That's what it's talking about, Read.
For strong is the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua power, who judgeth her.
That's right. Strong is the Most High of Mashiach Yahushua who judged her. Give me John 6 and 39. John 6 and 39.
No, I talked to Chad already.
St. John chapter 6, verse 39.
Right.
And this is the Father's will.
Hold up. Go ahead.
St. John chapter 6, verse 39. And this is the Father's will which hath sent me, that of all which he hath given me, I should lose nothing.
So all that of Mashiach Yahushua have given him, he should lose nothing. This is the Most High's will. So all that the Most High has given of Mashiach Yahushua, he should not lose one of his chosen. Read.
But should raise it up again at the last day.
Right, but should raise it up again at the last day. Jeremiah 47 and 2. And we're being raised up in the last days right now, as you see. We're not dying, we multiplying. More and more and more. Jeremiah 47 and 2.
St. John chapter 47, verse 2.
Right.
Thus said the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua, behold, waters rise up out of the north.
See that? Water's gonna rise up out of the north. Look what the Most High said. prophecy. Read.
And shall be an overflowing flood.
It's gonna be an overflowing flood, like tidal waves. You know, even hurricanes. Where they start? They start. Matter of fact, the hurricanes take the route of the slave trade.
Right.
You know, take the same route. Read.
And shall overflow the land.
To overflow the land. Read.
And all that is therein.
All that there is therein. Can you imagine water just, whoop, you don't see nothing. Right now, you just covered with water.
Right.
Tall as the trees are, you don't see nothing but water. That's it. So you're going to overflow all the land. Read.
The city and them that dwell therein.
And the cities and them that dwell in the cities. Read.
Then the men shall cry.
Then the men shall what?
Cry.
So what do you think women going to be doing?
Cry.
That's right. They say, then the men shall cry. Everybody will be crying. Read.
And all the inhabitants of the land shall howl.
All the inhabitants of the land shall howl. They'll be howling. Amos 9 and 8. Let's get it. Say, all the inhabitants of the land shall howl. They will be howling. Oh! Amos 9 and 8.
Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Most High power are upon the sinful kingdom.
Eyes of the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is upon America, which is a sinful kingdom. Read.
And I will destroy it from off the face of the
We're
earth.
going to destroy it from off the face of the earth. Read.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of
He's
Jacob.
not going to utterly destroy the house of Jacob. Talking about the 12 tribes of Israel. Talking about primarily 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. Read.
Saith the Most High. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all
So he's
nations.
going to sift us from among all nations. So we went over in Deuteronomy 28:64. Because we scattered among all nations. We're going to sift us from among all these nations. Read.
Like as corn is sifted in a sieve.
So why, if all of Israel going to be saved, every last Israelite going to be saved, why he got to sift us among all nations? Just gather us all.
Right.
You know, he going to gather us like corn is gathered in the sea, putting us all in the sieve and shifting it, moving it around, right? Read.
Yet shall not the least grain fall upon the
He
earth.
said the least grain, which is what? The 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel, not going to fall upon the earth. Because you on the earth, you're going to be burnt up. That's why he says, read on.
All the sinners of my people
Those who don't want to follow the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, don't want to get in order with the Most High's commandments, laws, statutes, commandments, read.
shall die by the sword,
All the ones that have broke the Most High's laws going to die by the sword, read.
which say,
What they say?
the evil shall not overtake
Yeah, this evil ain't going to overtake, read.
nor prevent us.
Nor prevent them from doing whatever they doing right now. Oh yeah, it said men going to be quiet. All you mighty men, yeah, you're going to be crying in that day. That's right. There's a whole lot of wickedness going on in this earth. Leviticus 20 and 13. One of the main things that's happening right now. They trying to push this everywhere. In all kind of ways, man. But thus say the Most High, read.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13.
Right.
If a man also lie with mankind,
Meaning two men laying down and having sexual intercourse. Read.
as he lied with a woman,
As a man supposed to be with a woman. The Most High made Adam and Eve. Not Adam and Steve and Eve and Eva. Read.
both of them
Both of them, one giving, one receiving, and the one given. Read.
have committed an abomination.
Both men have committed abominations, a filthy, wicked act in the eyes of the Most High. Read.
They shall surely be put to death.
That's the judgment. So they shall surely be put to death. They shall surely be put to death. Now get Romans 1 and 26. Well, read Romans 1 and 25 first. Because somebody did something. And they're still doing it. And it's apparent that they going to pay for it. So read that.
Romans chapter 1, verse 25.
Yeah.
Who changed the truth of the Most High Shai into a
We
lie?
just read the truth. That's the law, right? We just read the law. Who changed the truth of the Most High's scriptures and his laws into a lie? Read.
And worship and serve the creature more than the Creator.
They worship and serve the creature more than the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua. They follow man more than they do the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua. Whatever the system says, they being Edomanized. So whatever he says do, that's what they do. It's okay. Why? Because it's a trend.
Right,
It's
right.
a tradition. You know. Read.
who is blessed forever, so be it.
Come on.
For this cause the Most High gave them up unto violence.